The central bank also performs the function of controller of credit and the money supply in the economy. As we know that whatever is the money supply in the economy, that is to be controlled by the Reserve Bank of India by certain of its instruments. With this, the credit also is controlled by the central bank, uh, which is the flow of money from the financial institutions, that is commercial banks. And to control this credit, there are several different instruments which central bank uses. Uh, Among them, most of the instruments which are used for credit control are deleted from the syllabus. So there were two type of credit control measures. First one was quantitative credit control measure. Second one is qualitative credit control measure. So all the different quantitative credit control measures which were used by the Reserve Bank of India to control the money supply in the economy are all deleted. Among them were cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio, repo rate, reverse repo rate, open market operations. These are not coming in a syllabus, so directly we'll move on to the qualitative credit control measures. In the qualitative credit control measures, the margin requirements was one of the instrument which was used by the Reserve Bank of India to control the money supply in the economy, but that is also deleted. So we'll do the another one in the qualitative credit control measure only, among which is the moral suasion and direct action. You can see here, moral suasion and direct action. What do we mean by this instrument of RBI? In this moral suasion and direct action, it is a combination of persuasion and pressure that the central bank applies to other banks in order to get them fall in a line with its policy. So whatever type of policies are framed by the Reserve Bank of India, the central bank wants that each and every commercial bank must follow all the prescribed or framed policies by central bank, and to make them follow these policies, the central bank may persuade or it can pressurize the commercial banks to follow those policies framed by the central bank, and it is done through letters, speeches and hints to the banks. So whichever bank is not following these policies, the central bank can send letters to that commercial bank and to pressurize it. Apart from this, there are certain speeches and hints also given to these banks, commercial banks, so as to follow the policies of the central bank. Apart from this, if we take the direct action by the central bank, because central bank may also take direct action against the member banks which do not comply with the policies of credit expansion and contraction. Because if the commercial bank is pressurizing the commercial banks not to give more loans and during inflation time in the economy, and if the certain banks are not following this, then this direct action can be taken by the Reserve Bank of India, because these banks are licensed by central bank only. So any of the direct action can be taken against these commercial banks. After this, selective credit control measure comes. This is also a qualitative measure of credit control. In this, there can be positive and negative manner the credit can be given in this in positive manner. If we'll see, then the credit will be channelized to particular priority sectors only. So in the positive manner, if we take this selective credit control, because selective here means that only certain priority sectors should be given this type of credit facilities, then it is done in the positive manner. And if it is done in the negative manner, then the credit facility should be will be restricted to only certain particular sectors, right? So this will be taken in the negative manner. So these were the qualitative credit control measures of central bank, and in this way we have finished the chapter. So bye for now.